Some of the smartest people you know will never become successful, not because they lack talent, but because their talent becomes a hiding place, a comfortable cage, and the scariest part is, they don't even notice. You know this person. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's you. The one who understands everything quickly, the one who gives great advice, the one who has big ideas at midnight, but still wakes up in the same life. They can explain discipline. They can explain success. They can explain why other people fail, but somehow they still don't move. They have the brain, they have the awareness, they have the potential. But their life feels like a powerful engine stuck in neutral. And after some time, that potential starts to hurt, because deep down, they know they are capable of more. They know they are not lazy in the usual way. They are not empty. They are overloaded, overthinking, overplanning, overanalyzing, waiting for the perfect moment, while life keeps moving without them. And this creates a silent pain, because when you are smart, people expect you to win. Your family expects it, your teachers expected it, your friends expected it, and worst of all, you expected it from yourself. So every year that passes feels like proof that you are falling behind, not because you don't know what to do, but because knowing became easier than doing. Here's what happens. Smart people often get rewarded early for understanding things fast. In school, they didn't always need discipline. They could study late and still score well. They could finish work quickly and still look capable. So their brain learns a dangerous lesson. I don't need systems. I can figure it out later. I work better under pressure. But life is not school. Life does not reward potential. Life rewards repeated action. A seed does not become a tree because it understands sunlight. It becomes a tree because it stays in the soil long enough to grow. Smart people often confuse thinking with progress. They research the gym instead of training. They study business instead of selling. They watch productivity videos instead of building a routine. They keep sharpening the axe, but never swing it. And slowly, their intelligence becomes a trap. Because the smarter you are, the better excuses you can create. You don't say, "I am scared." You say, "I'm still optimizing." You don't say, "I fear failure." You say, "I'm waiting for better timing." You don't say, "I don't want to be judged." You say, "I'm not ready yet." But underneath all of this, there is one simple truth. Potential feels safe because nobody can criticize what you haven't tried. The moment you act, your dream becomes visible, and visible dreams can be judged. So the smart mind protects itself. It builds a castle of theories, a castle of plans, a castle of future possibilities. But a castle can also become a prison. Phase 1. Stop worshiping potential. The first step is simple. Stop worshiping your potential. Potential is not an achievement. Potential is a loan, and life charges interest. Every day you don't use it, it becomes heavier. People may praise your intelligence, but praise can become poison when it makes you feel successful before you have built anything. You are not what you could become. You are what you repeatedly do. A blank notebook has potential. An empty gym has potential. A parked car has potential. But none of them move until energy is applied. So stop asking, "How talented am I?" Start asking, "What am I practicing every day?" Because your future is not built by your best ideas. It is built by your repeated behaviors. Transformation Phase 2. Trade complexity for consistency. Smart people love complexity. They want the perfect system, the perfect strategy, the perfect workflow, the perfect morning routine. But success usually starts with something boring. One page, one workout, one call, one upload, 1 hour of deep work, small enough to do today, clear enough to repeat tomorrow. Your brain wants a master plan, but your life needs a starting line. Think of it like climbing a ladder. Smart people often stand at the bottom calculating every angle, but the person who climbs one step at a time still reaches higher, not because they are smarter, because they are moving. Consistency beats intensity because intensity depends on mood. Consistency becomes identity, and once action becomes identity, you no longer negotiate with yourself. You just show up. Transformation Phase 3. Build before you believe. Most people wait for confidence, but confidence is not the fuel. Confidence is the receipt. You get it after action, not before. You don't become confident and then start. You start, survive the discomfort, and confidence slowly follows. The first version will be messy. The first video may be ignored. The first business may fail. The first attempt may embarrass you. Good. That means you are finally outside the cage. A rough draft can become better. A hidden idea cannot. A bad attempt can teach you. A perfect fantasy cannot. Your job is not to feel ready. Your job is to become real. Real work, real feedback, real improvement, real momentum. Because life cannot reward the version of you that only exists in your imagination. Phase 4. Make boredom your superpower. This is where most smart people quit. Not because the work is too hard, but because it becomes boring. At first, new goals feel exciting. New notebooks, new apps, new plans, new energy. But after a few days, the emotion fades. And now, the real test begins. Can you keep going when it feels ordinary? Can you work without applause? Can you practice without immediate results? Can you stay loyal to the boring version of your dream? Because every meaningful transformation has a boring middle. The body is built in boring reps. The channel grows through boring uploads. The skill improves through boring practice. The business grows through boring follow-ups. Boredom is not a sign you are failing. Boredom is the bridge between wanting and becoming. Cross it. Transformation Phase 5. Choose one war. Smart people often lose because they fight too many battles. They want to learn coding, start a channel, build a business, read 10 books, fix their body, master investing, change their personality, all at once. So their energy becomes scattered like sunlight through a window, warm but weak. Focus turns that sunlight into a laser, powerful enough to cut through steel. Choose one main war, one project, one skill, one direction. For the next 90 days, make it obvious, make it measurable, make it non-negotiable. Not forever, just long enough to prove to yourself that you can finish what you start. Because finishing changes you. It teaches your mind that you are not just a thinker, you are a builder. Listen carefully. You are not behind because you lack potential. You are behind because potential alone does not move the world. Action does. The world does not need the version of you who keeps preparing forever. It needs the version of you who starts before it feels perfect. The version who turns ideas into evidence. The version who stops hiding behind intelligence and starts building with it. Your mind is a gift, but gifts are meant to be used, not admired from a distance. So take the engine out of neutral. Pick one road, Put your hands on the wheel and move. Slowly at first, messy at first, uncertain at first, but move. Because one day you will not regret the imperfect steps you took. You will regret the years you spent waiting to become ready. And the truth is, you become ready by walking. So today, choose one thing you have been delaying, not 10, 1. Write the first page, record the first video, send the first message, do the first workout, take the first step. And if this hits something inside you, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about potential, we turn it into proof.